Hello guys, welcome to iTutor. Today we will start with the human and environment interaction. And last video we started our next chapter, that is development and environment. It's under that chapter only. So we will start the human and environment interaction. Human and environment interaction, that is anthropogenic activities and their impacts on the environment and human being are interrelated. All of you know how human beings, because we are the human beings, how related with the the environment gives us food, water, fuel, medicine, building material, etc. Okay, we are living with the environment only, and though science and technology have advanced, and because of that we have benefited a lot, but it also introduced pollution and damaged the environment. The impact of this is also on human beings, like health related issues and socio-economic development. Further to this, we will study the relationships between human being and environment and how we use environmental resources. Okay, and the interaction of human activity and environment. By environment, we understand the surrounding of the place, natural world of land, sea, and atmosphere, and its characteristics in which we live. Human beings interact with this environment when they first walked on the earth. People can live and flourish when they have a good climatic condition with accessible clean water, fertile soil, etc. Whereas it becomes difficult for people to survive on a very hot climate, limited water resources, and infertile land. We also get affected on the natural calamities like floods, drought, and earthquake, which damage the agriculture, properties, homes, and water sources, pipelines, etc. These causes dislocation of people, loss of life, destruction, etc. Waterborne disease, water contamination can be caused due to damage of water resource. And another change which is affecting our environment is due to industrialization. We use various type of things to do our things, which have increased the human impact on the environment. Though the relationship between human activities and the environment are multifaceted, and they can be grouped in major two types of activities. They are use of natural resources like land, water, soils, food, minerals, animals and plants, and the production of waste like agriculture, industry, and mining, and from our own bodies. And in our daily lives we use different type of natural resources. We require food and water for our living, and energy for various different uses like cooking or industrial process. We require different type of resources for the production of clothes, transport, building, etc. A simple example of natural resources is the production of a notebook. We are studying from our childhood only, what is environment, how we are related with the environment, what are the things we are using from environment. सब ये सब हम छोटा बचपन से ही पढ़ रहे हैं, राइट. सो ये नोटबुक कैसे बनते हैं, ये सब 5th-6th स्टैंडर्ड का साइंस में वी आर स्टडी. टू मैन्युफैक्चर ए पेपर वी रिक्वायर्ड रॉ मटेरियल लाइक वुड एंड वाटर एंड एनर्जी फॉर द प्रोडक्शन process. So basically we can't live without nature, because nature produces the oxygen. Our basic life is dependent on oxygen also, right. Nowadays you are seeing that the COVID pandemic affecting, and climate also changing. Rainy days and winter, summer are changing. It's a timing also different, and globalization, and ice melting and flood, tsunami are affecting our lives. So this is all things are because we are not following the sustainable life. That's the main reason. People are wasting the environment, wasting the environment materials. And to manufacture the paper, we already know how the paper is manufacturing. Basically, the wood we are getting from the trees, which require soil, water and land to grow on. And there are other components in the notebook like ink or metal staples, which require other type of resources. This the need of for the resources is infinite, and it is growing with the increase of population and consumption with the socio-economic progress. So these are interdependent process, right? Our lives and our developments and use of environment is interdependent. We use the environment thing wisely, otherwise our generation can't use, and they will lose, we will live nicely, but our next generations will face the problems. And renewable and non-renewable resources are there in environment. Resources can be classified as renewable and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources can be replenished by natural means, like a solar energy is powered by heat from the sun and never runs out. Oxygen, water, solar energy and biomass are some examples of renewable resources, whereas non-renewable resources cannot be replenished by natural means and quickly as the rate they are consumed, like minerals and the fossil fuels such as oil, coal and gas, which are produced over several of years by natural process from decayed plant and animals. Over exploitation of natural resources damages the ecosystem. By ecosystem we understand all the living organisms like human beings, animals, plants, etc., and their physical environment like soil, water, air and land, and the connection between them. If one of the component is detached of the system, then it affects the other part as well. Another issue that affecting the natural resource is deforestation, which happens when the tree are cut down from the forest or not allowed to regrow. If there are no forest, it also has a significant impact on water supply. The roots of the trees reach deep into the soil and create space between the particles, which further increase the soil, allowing rainwater to soak and replenish the groundwater. So nowadays groundwater level is very less. You just follow the updated data about the groundwater level and rainy season, rain harvest, and everything is basically nowadays low. And energy resources, renewable and non-renewable energy resources play a major role in energy resource. And for global industrialization, fossil fuels are the main energy source, but as they are non-renewable, the quantity is limited and are not sustainable for longer period. Another main cause of climate change is due to the burning of fossil fuels. The wood we know is a renewable source. When we cut the tree, it will regrow, but this also causes deforestation. Solar power is another renewable energy sources that convert the sun's energy into electricity. And water resources, the direct use of water can be categorized into three main categories. One is domestic use, agricultural use and industrial use. But there is one spelling mistake, that is use, okay, industrial use, sorry for that. And the use of unnecessary water from rivers and groundwater for domestic, agriculture and industrial use decreases the amount of water availability for current and future generation. Water is also important for biodiversity. Rivers, lakes and wetland are important for wildlife and need water. It will become a problem if the demand for water exceeds the supply. The demand of water supply in many parts of the world and is above sustainable water supply. By sustainable water supply, we understand the adequate supplies in both quality and quantity, which meets both the current and future requirement of people. Warning of climate is due to the increased rate of evaporation from the lake. Okay. And so the warming process nowadays, क्लाइमेट इज़ वार्म, मोर देन वार्म, पहले जैसे नहीं है, अभी वो ज़्यादा वार्म हो गया है. इट्स बिकॉज ऑफ द climate change only, because of we are cutting more trees, and we are doing the deforestation process. This is only doing, people are doing, right? We are using this things, we are using for development. So but वो regrow नहीं कर रही है, that's why it's happening. And production of waste and pollutants. The impact of inadequate sanitation, waterborne disease in water and food has been contaminated by the wastes from infected people. Not only has these industry, agriculture and energy production all generated waste that pollute the air, water and soil. And technology and environment. Human beings have produced many several type of waste that pollute the environment. One of the major example is e-waste. Nowadays e-waste is more, because we are using computer, laptop, small iPhones, etc. So their waste are known as e-waste, which is caused by discarded electronic gadgets like mobile phones, computers, television, microwaves, etc. It has many toxic substances that pollute groundwater, soil and air unless and until they are disposed in well managed way. And human beings also contribute to the environment positively to sustain it. When we do waste water treatment on plants, it protects the specific and replants the forest. It gives a positive impact on our environment. With some development program like reforestation, the environment has benefited and improved a lot. Okay, so this is about the human beings and how they are using the environment. More you will, basically we are studying from a small standard of classes. So also it's one of our important subject. Also we are directly seeing on our daily life also. So already you know more and better than this our lecture. Save our environment, that is for our, that is yesterday last video we discussed the sustainable development and their 17 goals also, and their target by 2030. It's for saving our environment. If environment is there, then human life is also there. If without environment we can't live more. Okay, so this is basic about the environment and human beings relationship. So if you like the video, just like it. If you have any doubts, if you want more information about the same topic, it's because it's very simple. You can follow it on other materials also. If you need more data, I will share with you. Keep in touch with email itutor.com@gmail.com, and also you can comment it on our comment box. Okay, thank you.